It's good. Amazing session, really. I'd say I wouldn't change it for a thing, but I genuinely might have to. I didn't stop the timer, but it's even after picking up the camera to film the session review, it's still within less than 20 minutes as I wanted, or as I wanted to try out and was able to do with ease. I'm gonna start holding it differently so I'm not messing with the camera mic, but just in case I wasn't heard then because I muffled the audio on accident. Doing well. I really like how my sessions with the decline push-ups are going. I did lag a bit during some of the reps, but I went out of my way to keep as straight a back as I could during the reps. So I was training with the cleanest form that I could do at the time of this session, or during this session I mean. Triceps feeling a bit sore, but it was mainly my shoulders and then my chest that were feeling sore throughout the session. Chest doesn't feel sore, both my left or right pec. It don't feel sore at all, but actually no, never mind. There's a little bit there, but it's like minuscule. Shoulders, my side lateral, on the lateral heads of my shoulders, different story. Feels like someone's done a dragon flag on them. Like the sort of pain, the burn that you feel on your wrist when someone would twist it like this. That's the sort of feeling I'm getting on my side shoulder heads, and it's a pleasant feeling, but it's a feeling that I didn't have to work through as I was doing the session, or that I had to work through as I was doing the session, because at the moment I'm definitely finding it quite challenging. It's not like I'm finding it extremely easy. I mean, not yet anyway, but I like how things are going for sure, as I've been saying. I've also changed how I wear the wrist wraps. So I've got the end of the wrist wrap, where the handle is, the handle that's poking out that I'm shaking. I've got that part purposely behind my palm so that it doesn't dig into my palm like how it did sometimes throughout the session, so that I have the most comfort that I can have during the reps. That way I'm making it easier for myself to master technique, to then master mind to muscle connection, to then master the workouts, to be able to do the workouts that I plan to do with ease. During video games, or when I used to play video games, I would go to the most difficulty and then try and learn it from there. So I give myself the hardest difficulty that the games could throw at me, like first person shooters like Call of Duty campaigns, for example, like Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 2, those sorts of games. I'd put them on the most difficult difficulty and then go from there. But that's just not how fitness works. Fitness just does not work like that. Although you can try things which you think you might find extremely difficult, you're gonna find it extremely difficult, meaning that it's going to be unnecessarily difficult for you to do things, or to do the things that you'd want to do and that you'd set yourself. And that is a way of thinking that I'm having to undo through these sessions, but I don't mind, because I'm finally, from day to day, experiencing progress like how I have done with these decline push-ups, and I wouldn't change that for a thing. So there's that. Anything else worth saying? I was thinking of having a little bit of a wider grip to make it even easier on my wrist, but I'm not sure if that worked. I didn't this session round because I only have the one mat that I was using, and I wanted it to be comfortable on both my wrists and my knees. I didn't want to get rid of the knee comfort that I was experiencing from having the padding of the mat on my knees as I get into position. So I didn't change that much. I just stayed within the mat for my wrist plate, for my hand placement, and I say it did help a little bit, along with how I wrapped the wraps. Anything else? I don't think so. I think I'm definitely becoming more experienced with this exercise stuff, more than I was when I was regularly going to the gym basically every single day to do what I was doing, the calisthenics stuff. Oh my gosh, my shoulders are feeling sore, even just holding the camera. That's how effective a session I've had. And it was less than 20 minutes long, you know. The video might not have been, because I did prepare myself beforehand, but as for the session itself, it was less than 20 minutes long. Probably 18 minutes, honestly, because I did take a while to stop the timer before, no, after I'd finished everything. I just forgot. That's how effective a session I had, I think. But yeah, I think to summarize, wrap placement, I placed my hands a bit wider so that it was more comfortable on my wrist as well. I could now that I know I could do 50 decline push-ups in less than 20 minutes. I think I should set the aim of doing 75 within half an hour. That way I'm making more progress with the decline push-up reps and eventually making it easier for myself to do every single other move which revolves the upper body, which uses more than just one muscle. For example, like pull-ups, I find that I work my chest a bit due to my form at the moment, which could definitely improve. But yeah, actually speaking of, I have been going out my way to improve chest form. It's something that I'll talk about in a separate video in which I go out my way to do pull-ups. So I'll definitely make a note of that, but just not in this video because it's not related. I don't think there's anything else to say other than that. Effective session. I'm ready to move on to instead do 50 push-ups within 50 decline push-ups within 20 minutes, do 75 within half an hour. And I sense also one last thing, that I'm able to do normal push-ups with more ease because of what I'm doing now. I just tried one in it and I just went down and up with so much control and ease that I think if I went out my way to do 100 normal push-ups, I would eventually be able to do it with relative ease, maybe 100 push-ups within 40 minutes, and just keep on doing them like I've done these decline push-ups in terms of programming, do them in sets of 5 and then go from there. But for now, that's it. I have nothing more to say. I think I'll combine decline push-ups and normal push-ups. I've really got to rethink my programming, because although I did have long-term programming for over a month, I haven't been following through with that, so I'll change that. But on that note, that's it. I have nothing more to say here, so cheers to having effective workouts, and cheers to making that 75 decline push-ups per session happen, and then build on that even more and do even more reps, and eventually get to the triple digit mark and maybe even the quadruple digit mark if I let myself. Definitely possible, but I'm going to start from a place that I find relatively easy, which is here, 50 reps per session. But on that note, I'm done. There's no more that I want to say, so I'm out. Cheers to making effective sessions bit by bit, piece by piece. Peace.